Hello guys, in this video, I'll show you how you can project this car 3D model on top of the car image target. So let's start with the customization. So for customizing the car image target, I'll first add a new image target. So I'll click on the plus sign, Vuforia Engine Image Target. I'll give this new image target a name, Off Car Image Target. Next, with the car image target selected, I'll change the type to from database. I'll then select the book database, and from the image target dropdown, I'll select the car image target. Next, with the car image target selected, I'll move it on the right-hand side of the sun image target. Next, I'll zoom in on the car image. Now, I've kept the car customization very simple. That is, I'll be adding a car 3D model, and I'll be rotating it on top of the circular base. So for downloading a car 3D model, I'll go inside the asset store and in the search field, I'll type car now as always. The car model which we are looking for will be free. Okay, so the car model, which I was going to download, is basically been listed over here. And this is the model that I'll be downloading. That is HQ Racing Car Model No. 1203. So before changing the pricing to free, I just got this car model, so I'll open it. If this car model is not showing directly in your case, then you can change the pricing to free. And after this, you can search for this car model, okay. Next, for importing this car model, I'll click on the import button. After this, I'll click on the import button again to import this car model. So the car model is imported, and inside assets, you can now see a new folder by the name of Azilio. After this, I'll open the HQ Racing Car folder. Next, I'll open the prefabs folder. And inside prefabs, you can see 5 different cars. So all of them are basically the same cars, with different colors. So next, I'll go inside scenes. And this time, I'll drag this yellow car model. So I'll drag it inside the hierarchy. So the car is created, but its scale is large. So I'll first move it on top of the car image target. Next, with the 3D scale tool, I'll reduce the scale of this car model. I'll increase the scale a little bit. So I'll keep the scale to around 0.197. After this, I'll rotate this car model by 90 degrees along the wire axis. So I'll change this to 90. Next, I'll position the car model exactly on top of the car image target. Okay, after this, I'll make the car model a child of the car image target. So after making this change, next this time if I click on the play button, then you can see the car 3D model on top of a car image target. Okay, so after this I'll come out of play mode. And this time, I'll attach the rotate script to a car model, so that the car model rotates slowly. So with the car model selected, I'll click on Add Component. And in the search field, I'll search for the rotate script. So I'll type rotate. I'll select the rotate script, and I'll rotate the skin model along the y-axis. So I'll give this a y rotation of 15. Now before moving ahead, I hope you guys remember, we have created this rotate script inside a sun image target video, as we wanted to rotate a sun image target. So this rotate script is inside the data files and the scripts folder, okay. So this is the same script, which we have attached to a car model now. So after setting the via rotation value to 15, I'll click on the play button this time. And now, you can see that this car model is rotating smoothly on top of a car image target. Okay, so after rotating the car, next I'll add a circular base below this car model. So to do this, I'm not going to download a new asset, but instead, I'll use the cylinder and the border prefab, which is inside this low poly holiday house. So I'll open this asset. I'll then open prefabs. I'll first drag the cylinder object over here. Next, I'll select the car 3D model. Now, since the scale of this cylinder 3 model is pretty huge, so that's why I'll copy the scale of the car 3D model and I'll paste it on top of the cylinder. So with the car 3D model selected, okay, but before that, I'll make the cylinder a child off the car image target. Next, I'll select the car 3D model. I'll copy its components. Next, I'll select the cylinder 3D model and I'll paste the component values of the car. So the scale of the cylinder 3D model is string down to a larger extent. Next, I'll select the 3D scale tool and I'll string the scale down of the cylinder a little more, okay. So basically, the cylinder and the car 3D model are at the same exact position of x 0.025. Okay, so that's why you will notice that this car is exactly in the center of the cylinder. Okay, so after this, I'll add the border. So I'll drag the border inside the hierarchy. Next, I'll make the border a child of the car image target. And this time I'll select the cylinder component. I'll copy the component values of the cylinder. And I'll paste it on the border game object. So now this border prefab is properly surrounding a cylindrical prefab, okay. So after making this change, next I'll just move the car a little bit on the top. Because as you may notice, the tires of the cars are inside this cylinder prefab. So with the car selected, I'll select the position tool. And I'll move the car a little bit on the top. So now we can see the complete tires. So after making this change, next I'll click on the play button and we'll test the final output. So now, as you may notice, we have a car which is rotating properly on top of this circular base. Okay, so after making these changes, I'll end this video over here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any new videos. See you in the next time.